Hello, students. Welcome back to another class of business studies. I am Neeta Biju. In our previous class, we studied about the history of trade, commerce, and we also studied about the concept of business and what is economic activity and what is non economic activity with the examples. And in today's class, we are going to study about the characteristics, which is also known as features or nature of business activities. So we'll start with it one by one. The characteristics or features of business activities are as follows. The first one, it is an economic activity. The second one, it involves production or procurement of goods and services. The third one, it has sale or purchase of goods and services. The fourth one, it has dealings in goods and services on regular basis. And the fifth one, it aims at profit, earning. And the sixth one, uncertainty of returns. And the seventh one is element of risk. So these are the characteristics of business activities. We shall study this in detail one by one. The first one is it is an economic activity. So we have already studied what is an economic activity. Whenever we are involved in certain activities that will earn money, that gives us, or we do something in order to earn livelihood or money. It may be in the form of profit, it may be in the form of fees, it may be in the form of salary, it may be in the form of wages whatsoever. When we are getting back money, when we are doing some work to earn livelihood, then it is called as an economic activity that we have already studied. And that is why business comes under economic activity. So business is an economic activity because it is undertaken with the objective of earning profits or livelihood, and it is not out of love, affection or sympathy or any other emotions. So business can be carried out by an individual or by a cooperative society or by a company. So it is purely an economic activity. It aims at earning profits. Profits is nothing but the income earned when we invest money as capital in the business. The income earned is what is called as nothing but profits. And of course, this business can be carried out and conducted by one person or by a group of people as a cooperative society, and it can be also carried out by a company of association. Our next characteristic of business activity is production or procurement of goods and services. So here every business firm should either manufacture the goods or acquire the goods from the producers in order to sell them to the customers. Goods can be of two types, that is nothing but consumable goods such as pen, sugar, milk, notebook, etc., and capital goods such as furniture, fixtures, machinery, etc. And services include transportation, banking, insurance, etc. So here production or procurement of goods and services means if you want to carry out business, if you want to start a business or you want to continue with the business, you have to either manufacture the products and sell it to the customers. You need to have your own industry and manufacturing unit. If not, you need to procure it. Procurement is nothing but to acquire or to obtain, to purchase the goods from the producers or manufacturers and then sell it to the final or ultimate consumers. So this is what is nothing but production or procurement. You have to get involved in either of the two or even both. So this is how business is conducted. You have to either produce it or manufacture it or procure it or obtain and acquire the goods and services. And we have the two categories of goods here. One is consumable goods, that is for daily use. What you use for your daily life, day to day life, is like sugar, milk, notebook, pen, etc. All this is called as consumable goods. And then we have the capital goods wherein you need to invest more, that is furniture, fixtures, machineries, etc. And you are already very familiar with services. The services business include, or the organization institutions include, the transportation sector, the banking sector, the insurance sector. All these are coming under service sectors. So this is what is called as, it involves production or procurement of goods and services. The next feature or characteristic of business is sale or exchange of goods and services. So, yeah, one of the very important characteristics of business is that there should be sale or exchange of goods and services between the seller and the buyer. In other words, business involves transfer of goods and services for money. If goods are produced or bought for personal use or consumption, then it is not called business. So, this one thing you have to be very clear, dear students. There should be sale and exchange of goods and services. You need to purchase good from a manufacturer and sell it to the consumers, and you should not use it for your personal use. You should not consume it. Only then it is called as business. It may be the goods or it may be for the other services. So here what is the characteristic of business is nothing but sale or exchange of goods and services should take place. In case you're buying something for your own consumption, for your own use, then it is not called as business. So when you purchase some goods or service from some producer or from retailer or wholesaler in order to sell it to the final consumers, only then it is called as business. Our next characteristic of business is its dealings in goods and services on a regular basis. This is also very important, one of the very important feature or characteristic of business. So one single transaction of purchase or sale of goods and services cannot be called as business. Therefore, business involves continuous and regular dealings in goods and services. In other words, sale and purchase of goods and services should be on daily basis. So in case just once or once in a while you are going to sell, if you have an old car, you want to sell it, even if it is you have earned profit by selling that car, it is not called as business because you do it just once in a while. But in case you are involved in selling the car or you are the dealer of any car, then and you are involved on daily basis, on regular basis, selling and buying of cars, then only it is called as business. So here students, one single transaction of buying or selling of any product or service is not called as business. You need to involve continuously on regular basis, on daily basis. You have to involve yourself regularly in purchase as well as selling transactions on daily basis. Only then it is called as business. So dealing in goods and services on a regular basis is one of the important characteristics of business. The next one is very popular and very famous and very obvious point of business is profit earning. So one of the very important objective of every business is to earn profit. Therefore, every businessman makes all the possible efforts to earn maximum profits. Profits are important for the survival and growth of every business. Profit is one very important thing which is very, very, very essential for every business in order to grow and develop and survive and to remain strong in the market. So profits are used for many purposes. So profits, as I've already told you in the previous class, it's the difference between the amount of investment and what you get back in returns. The difference of amount is what is called as profit. The income, what you earn in business is what is known as profit. So profit earning is the very main objective of every business. Objective means aim or target or goal of every business is profit earning. So every businessman will put their maximum possible efforts to earn maximum profits. Our next characteristic of business is uncertainty of returns. So here business is not certain or sure about the amount of profit it is going to earn, and at the same time there is also the possibility of loss in business. Therefore businessmen lack the knowledge of the exact amount or money that the business is going to earn in a particular period of time or year. So as you all know, dear students, future is totally uncertain. We don't know what may happen in future. So that is why it's called as uncertainty of returns. The same goes with the business as well. Business puts all its efforts in order to earn profits, but business totally lacks the knowledge of the amount of profit, how much it's going to earn in future or in that particular year. It may be less, it may be more, or it may be no profit, no loss, or you may totally go under loss. So this is what is uncertainty of return. So future is unpredictable, future is not known, you don't know what comes ahead. So that is what is uncertainty of returns. A business is not aware or business is unaware, it lacks the knowledge of how much amount it's going to earn in future. That is what is called as uncertainty of returns. How much money you're going to get back as profit is totally unknown by the businessman. Our next feature is the element of risk. So risk means possibility of loss, and there is no business without risk. Risk may be of different types. Examples for risk such as fire, theft, accidents, natural calamities, change in fashion, strikes at workplace, lockdown, etc. Risk cannot be avoided, but business can take precautions in order to reduce the impact of risk on business. So risk and business will always go together. There is no business without risk, and there is no risk without business. So always remember, dear students, profit is the reward for risk bearing. The more the risk you bear, the more amount of profit you can earn. So business and risk goes together. So of course it cannot avoid any risk. Business cannot avoid risk, but of course it can take certain steps in order to reduce or minimize the impact of risk of loss on business. So risk is the possibility of loss. You may incur loss or you may not incur loss. That is totally uncertain. So there is no business without risk. So it can be in the form of fire, it can be in the form of theft, that is robbery, it can be while transporting your goods, it can be in the form of accidents, it can be in the form of natural calamities like floods, or it can be earthquake whatsoever, it can be change in fashion, and it can be strikes, it can be lockouts, it can be even lockdown, as during this pandemic. The live example is due to lockdown, many businesses have shut down. Many businesses are coming under loss, economic crisis. All these things are happening only because of the lockdown period. So this is what is risk, dear students. So risk cannot be avoided by any businessman, but of course precautions can be taken in order to reduce the impact of risk. So this is all for today's class, dear students. I hope you have understood all the characteristics of business activities. Thank you.